did this to her 4 times in the first few months of their marriage. She's been going online for years, sitting in a chair in front of a fireplace and telling women what they need to do to be more like her, to land in a situation just like hers when she knew that her ass was getting raped by her husband. I need for that to sink in. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. This video may not even make it up, but I felt like I had to get these things out because it bothers me. I'm just watching all this happen. I'm watching it, I'm watching other people react to it, and I'm waiting for someone to say the quiet part out loud, and no one is saying it. No one's pulling up the clips. No one's doing any of this. And it's, to me, it's so obvious what this is. Like, it's right there. Okay, so in case you don't know, this woman I have on the screen, she started a YouTube channel called The New Trophy Wife. Okay, so and she's, one of the people in the universe who was listening to, apparently, okay, what she says is Kevin Samuels' teachings, okay, and Shira 9. Or Shira 6, I think is what her name is. Yeah, Shira 6 or 7 or whatever. Okay, sprinkle girl. I know you know her by that. Okay, sprinkle her. Okay, she was listening. What she says, she was listening to Kevin Samuels and her, and that's what led her down this path. Now, this path I'm talking about, of course, is that she came out of a relationship, like she needed to move out of this place she was at. She had just met this guy a little bit before online, older guy. So now when she's needing to move out, she happens to reach back out with him. And then bam, she mentions she needs someplace to stay. Now, she has 2 kids. She has 2 boys at the time. And everybody's getting this part wrong too. She had 2 boys. She started out with 2 boys. That's what she had from before. She gets with him. She says she wants to just move in with him just for a little bit while she's in between places. He says, this man that she don't barely fucking know at all says, no, if you stay with me, it's going to be as my wife. Okay. She's got a video. This is a lot. Okay. She's got a video talking about how fast, like, she went from being single mother to a trophy wife in like a matter of weeks or some shit. Right. Like, and so like 3 months or something. Like, it wasn't even that long, I don't think. But this is what she's saying. So then, because she does this, she marries him. She goes and she buys a ring herself. He don't even buy a ring. She buys him a fucking ring. After he makes that funny comment about, you would have to be my wife, she goes and buys him a ring. Long story short, he then gets her one. They get married. Not even a ceremony, no nothing, no big ceremony. They go to the fucking courthouse. Okay. Rush. Now she's got 2 boys. She's dragging on this weird adventure with her. Okay. She then proceeds to have 2 more children, girls with this man. So now at this point, while she's sitting in this robe with this microphone on, clipped to her chest, telling us this story about after all these videos she's made, trying to teach other people, teach other women who are single mothers, how to become a trophy wife to some great man. She's sitting down here in this white robe with this white robe mic tapped to her chest, and she's going to tell us how this man who she married, okay, was a monster. Okay, because the 2 girls that she gave birth to from his ass, okay, these are his kids. People keep getting this part wrong on the internet. No, she had 2 boys is all she had when she met him. She has a 4-year-old girl and now a 2-year-old baby. These are his kids. He great his own 2 children, 4 and 2. Now you would say she just found out. She gonna tell us she just found out that he, soon as she noticed she was changing the baby's diaper, she noticed something was wrong. The 4-year-old's diaper, seemed like it's time to start, getting out of that. But whatever, no judgment, okay? So she's changing the 4-year-old's diaper, notices something strange, and asks the 4-year-old Okay. The 4-year-old, she asked the 4-year-old, did somebody touch you? The 4-year-old says, only daddy. Okay. So she then suddenly she's, oh my goodness, gotta get us out of here. So what some say is a noble thing. She found that out. As soon as she found out, within that day, they were gone. Like by the time he got there, she had her excuse ready so where she could get all the kids out without him thinking anything suspicious, because she wanted to be able to get out with all the kids. If she said she went to the grocery store, the husband might say, no, like, why are you trying to take everybody? You know what I'm saying? But she said she was going Halloween costume shopping so she could take all the kids. She goes to the hospital and then they do all the tests. She finds out he was messing with both of the babies, his children now. But I think, I don't know why people, I don't know if it's on purpose or what, but people leaving out the part where she says it was both the kids and that those kids are his kids. These are his blood. Okay? So now she does that and everybody's like, oh, well, as soon as she found out, she got him out of there. Done deal. She did the right thing. Except for, if you look on this screen here next to her face, okay, you're going to see this. See this little line here? It says, he raped me 4 times in the first 4 months of our marriage. So before you had any children, let alone girls, with this man, your husband took your shit with no permission, just 4 fucking times. And you say, she goes on to say that she was very hyper vigilant about this, about watching like men and children, thinking that being suspicious, because she says herself, she is a product of a grape. Like her mother was great, and that's how she came to be. That's how she came to be living. Her mother was made pregnant by a rapist. That's what she says. That's what she say. Okay. So she says she is hyper vigilant about this type of thing. She can't see how it would happen. She never thought it would. But then I bring you back to this line on this screen. He raped me 4 times in the first few months of our marriage. So, you dumb. I'm going to say it out loud, okay? If this man believed that you were physically his property, which he did, because he took it from you, he didn't feel like he needed your permission. You know why? Because you were his property. What do you think he thought of his daughters? They were actually his fucking property. He made them. They were his. They were literally his. You were your mother's. Those kids, fucking his. If you think that he would take it from you because he thought that you were now his, why would you not think that he would take it from your daughters? I don't know. This is dumb. Okay, this is why dumb people ain't supposed to have kids. This is why. This why. Okay, and I'm also going to point this out. If you say the word, the RAPE word, if you say it on here, your video won't be taken down. You just can't be, it won't monetize it more than likely. It'll take the monetization off, right? The reason she put this up here, she wrote this up here instead of saying it, it's not because she was timid about saying it. No, she wanted to make sure this video could be monetized. She wanted to make sure that she was going to get paid for this video. That's why. And I want to make sure that part doesn't, that's fine. That's fine, because she's going to need it now. She had a career, gave up her career. Once she met this man, decided she was going to sit home and make videos and teach us how to be stay-at-home fucking trophy wife. Who the fuck wants to be a trophy wife? Okay? The only person who would ever want to be a trophy wife is a lazy bitch. This is it. This is it. Like that. Like the only, like if you are a boss bitch, I promise you, and getting money is easy for you. The last thing you fucking thinking about is being a fucking trophy wife. Why? When you can be a trophy, you. Why be his trophy when you could be your trophy? Okay? Like that's don't make no fucking sense. All right? And this is she wanted to blame bigger part. I want to point this out. Now, this is a thing that's being missed, that's pissing me off. Like I started this out. This girl says that she got her she was learning from Kevin Samuels and Shera 7. I'm gonna say 7. I think it's 7. Shera 7. Sprinkle lady. The sprinkle lady. You've heard of the sprinkle. You've heard of her. Okay. This is where she says she got her teachings from. I call bullshit. Okay. Now, one of those people she named that she got her teachings from makes sense. It's Kevin Samuels. Because I used to do videos on Kevin, and I used to absolutely love to roast the shit that he was fucking saying. Because it is very much giving, give me your fucking children. You want me to pay for these kids, these bratty fucking kids of yours? What can they do for me? I don't know how many times I've heard this man fucking say this. I don't know how many fucking times, but I've heard it so many. What can your fucking kids do for me? What are your kids gonna do for a man coming in? He gonna take out. What can they do for him? What the fuck are you? Why the fuck do my kids need to do anything for you, bitch? Like this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going off topic. Okay, but she says it was Shera 7. Everybody went right to the whole thing of blaming Shera 7. Shera 7 also says, okay, Shera 7 talks about marrying someone, finding a man who makes more money than you, get in the bag. This is it. It's getting the bag. She says if you have kids, especially younger kids who can't fight and whoop a nigga's ass, if you got kids like that, then these guys you dating, they don't even need to know that you're a mother. There's no reason for you to even bring up that you have fucking kids. You're not going to marry them. You're not moving in the house with them. There's no reason. They're dating you. They're not dating the fucking kids. They don't need to have anything to do with your fucking children. That's what she's saying. This woman completely ignored that part. Completely. She dragged her kids in the house of a stranger immediately. Okay? Don't blame that shit on Shera. Okay? Don't blame that shit. That was not in the sprinkle teachings. Okay? Okay, you fucking liar. Like, it wasn't. Now, Kevin Samuels, I'll play you a clip of the type of shit that Kevin's saying. Okay? Just so you can get an idea of what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay?
I need you ladies to understand something. Children, your child, have you raised your child to be an asset to another man?
Have you raised your child to be an asset to another man? This is why he says a woman having kids is a deal breaker. Because the kids are not made aware that they're supposed to be an asset to this fucking man. Now, the shit that this girl was following sounds a hell of a lot more like what the fuck Kevin was talking about than it does fucking Shera. But everybody's blaming Shera for this shit. Okay? She said, don't bring your fucking kids around these men. They're fucking weirdos. That's what the fuck she said. Okay? That's what she said. She said, don't be fucking desperate. You came to this man begging to move into his house for a little while because you needed a place to go. He said, you have to be married to me to do so. You went and got this motherfucker a ring. 20 minutes later, y'all is fucking married. Desperate as motherfucking balls. Okay? That is desperation at a whole new height. Okay? Now, that is what Shera fucking said. Now, Kevin said, make your kids something that this man can find useful. That's what Kevin said. Y'all just fucking heard it. Okay, I'm looking at the video. Okay. All Urban Central made a short of it. In fact, that's where I got it from. All Urban Central, AUC channel. That's where I got it. It's a clip. They got all the kinds of clips of the weird shit that Kevin said. All right. Just letting you know. Okay. So this is what's pissing me off. Is that the people don't want to point out that this red pill stuff that was going on, that I mean, it was very fun to roast, but it was way more toxic than what people were really seeing. And the reason why is because it was like these men who, they want women, but they hate women. And so what they were trying to do, because they don't have the thing that women are looking for. So they try to get the women to look for less so that they can qualify. Now, this is all types of men. These are men predators. These are like desperate, just super desperate, low self-esteem, don't even have the confidence to speak to one. but want to complain about how women don't want them. These are men that have never even tried to speak to a woman, are complaining about women not wanting them. These are men that don't even know if women want them because they've never even fucking tried. And they're on the internet trying to get women to lower their bars, lower their standards so low that they will come and find them in their mother's fucking basement. Okay? Just saying. This is what was going on. Now this, I'll call her a poor girl who is she is a person who, is born of these horrible things. And I can see it on her. I know she didn't mean it. I know she, wasn't just fully, feeding her children to the monster on purpose, but she was letting things slide. And I'm going to end this with my theory about how all this actually, what really brought this to be. When she got what she put on here, this screen over here, when this thing happened to her, when she got raped by this man inside 4 times inside the first few months of them being together, when that happened, she knew that that was fucked up. But because she had been listening to the teachings of Kevin and all these other pieces of shit on the internet that have been telling people tolerate, just endure, because they have been telling women this. Just because he mess up, you just gonna leave him? How can he rape you? You're his wife. Because she's been listening to all of these things. She didn't want to say anything then. She tried to endure. But she was looking for a way out, an excuse more so out. It's my theory. It makes way more sense. Because for this to happen to her a few months into them getting married, her to then proceed to still have 2 children by him, and only once that thing happens, she then gets them out, and he has messed with both of them. It almost, to me, what it feels like just to me, what makes way more sense is that was the excuse that she finally got to be able to leave without, this is a major part, without the manosphere bullshit being able to be like, see, women, y'all just leave whenever anything happens. She wanted to wait until something this fucking bad happened, so that when she left, even the manosphere assholes couldn't be like, oh, that's it. See, this is the women. They just leave. They just leave the marriage. That's what happened. That makes way more fucking sense to me. And I haven't heard anybody fucking say it. And so here I am. Like, I got tired of waiting for somebody to fucking say it. So here I fucking am. Okay. And like I said, if anybody feels any kind of way about saying anything about this situation, she is learning this lesson, but she forced her children to learn it with her. And that's fucked up, because the first time when this happened, when this thing happened that she put on here, that he did this to her 4 times in the first few months of their marriage, of them being married, that should have made her terrified for her fucking children. Once it happens, it's happened, and they're traumatized, and it's done. You can't un-traumatize them. Like, her kids now are part of that weird system that she was a part of, that she grew up in. Then as a kid, she got messed with, she got tinkered with, and then now she's assured that her kids, her daughters, have the same fucking history. They have the same story as her. She guaranteed it by being afraid of what the manosphere was going to say if she left her husband after he did this in the first few months of them being married. You let that sink in, okay? Now, I like to keep it very light on my channel. I like to make fun of the things that piss me off. This is what I like to do. It's my therapy. I think it helps other people as well. But this right here is a teaching lesson that needs to be a little bit far, because when she went on the internet, this woman, after he did this to her 4 times in the first few months of their marriage, she's been going online for years, 3-4 years, sitting in a chair in front of a fucking fireplace and telling women what they need to do to be more like fucking her, to land in a situation just like fucking hers when she knew that her ass was getting raped by her husband. I need for that to fucking sink in. Okay. This is the real lesson. Okay. Like Shira said, Okay? If you got small kids and they can't defend themselves, it is not your place to put them into a situation that you can't even relate to, because it ain't never happened to you. That they didn't pick this person. They didn't pick this person. They didn't see this person and go, you know what? I want that as my father. Like, they didn't do that. They didn't. They don't know this person. The only reason they have to know him is because you decided to like him and bring him in a goddamn house. That's it. They're stuck with your fucking decision is the point, is what I'm saying. That's why you don't, once you have a kid and you're not with a spouse, okay, that's you. You are a single mom, period. That's it. That's it. Now you can be a baller who get dough and catches the paper, get the paper from the dudes that's outside, but you can't bring them motherfuckers in the house. They can't come in the house. They don't even need to know you have kids. And that's all some real shit. They don't even need to know what they need to know. Why do they need to know? They ain't gonna live in a house with them. They ain't their daddy. They don't need to know. They don't need to know them. They don't. And that's just all it is. Peer, poo. Don't give a fuck. You can't know. No. No. Because, no. Just no, period. There. Just because I fucking said so. How about that? This shit right here. She wanted to make sure this shit got monetized, so she wrote the words on here. She didn't even write the word out. She put R, the little apostrophe, P-E-D. Okay? She wanted to make sure there was no chance at all that when this thing posted, and it was going to land this, 2.15 million views that it's gotten, that she got to be paid for that. Okay? So the trauma that the kids got, that her two daughters now have, stamped on their fucking chest, Mama made sure she got paid for it, though, so don't worry, girls. Mama got paid for it, though. So, whatever she buys with that money, it will have been worth it, right? Oh my God. I don't know. I just pissed myself off again. It's the audacity. It's the audacious. Because this bitch went online and was trying to teach bitches. This is where all the sympathy go out the window when you remember after he did this 4 times in a few months when they first got married. This bitch has been on the computer, turning her camera on, teaching people not how to sew, bitch. Okay? Not how to read fast, bitch. Not how to use a road mic, heifer. No, how to snag a man like the one she snagged, who had raped her 4 times in the first 4 months of them being married. And y'all want to blame Shira instead of Kevin and the manosphere. Fuck you. No, this is manosphere shit. Okay? And it's concerning, actually, because you think about it. I wonder how many other women are sitting enduring shit because they don't want to be like called out by the manosphere type people who are going to say, see, women, because most of the time, 80% of marriages is women who leave. They never talk about the fucking why. They never bring up the why, and there's a reason. Because there's a Geppetto. Because there's a Geppetto. That's the reason why. Because of a Geppetto. Because they all want to beat him. They want to beat him. Okay? Y'all want to talk shit? That's what the fuck it is. We're going to use this as an example. Oh my gosh. Oh, mama is annoyed, honey. Learn from this. Those people who got into situations like this, just get the fuck out now. Don't wait for some shit to happen. Don't wait to get confirmation. Just get the fuck out, start over. Just do over, Do over without this thought process. You're supposed to be paranoid. You ain't supposed to trust them. You're supposed to acknowledge your feelings. Not push them motherfuckers down for somebody else. Fuck that. No. Ugh. Don't get back into it, mama. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all behave, like I said, because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. All right. But mama love you. Yes, she do. And that's why she felt the need to come out here and say this, because it need to be said. It need to be said. Frustrating. Peace. Ugh.